Hey guys, Dr. Morse, injury experts. So we just heard about a potentially significant injury for Houston Texans Joe Mixon. Remember, he had a fantastic season early last year with Houston, coming over from the Bengals, suffered that dreaded high ankle sprain, missed about 3 weeks, and then went in an absolute tear. And then he kind of, rolled into the end of the season, really struggling the last month or so, had a couple really good games in the playoffs. And then we've heard a lot of issues ever since. We haven't got clarity whether or not it is from the high ankle sprain that he suffered earlier, if it's from his 2020 Liz Frank fracture or bad sprain that caused him to miss 10 games that season, if it's, a different foot, a different ankle. Exactly what's going on. He's been in a boot off and on the entire offseason. We have seen, there's different speculation. Could this be a high ankle sprain that's not healing? Could this be a fracture that's not healing? Is this a midfoot sprain, kind of like this middle part of the foot here, almost like the arch of a bridge? And the issue with the midfoot is that if it's really weak, you can't put your foot down because the arch wants to collapse. So a lot of the times these midfoot sprains, if they don't do well, they end up undergoing surgery. That's what happened with Travis Etienne in his early part of his rookie season, and that's why he missed his rookie season. The issue is that if this doesn't improve in the next 2 to 3 weeks, he's probably going to start the season on the PUP, and then they have to really decide what they're going to do. Now, they brought in Nick Chubb, who's going to be about 85% back after his ACL surgery. But remember, he's got a lot of wear and tear on him, and he's never been much of a receiving back. They drafted Woody Marks, who has a fantastic hands and could be sneaky coming out of USC. And then they also have Dameon Pierce, who's really struggled at an offense, has also struggled to stay healthy himself. They have Nico Collins got wide. They have Jaden Higgins, who's going to be a fantastic receiver on the other wide. I believe they got Kirk, and then they drafted Noel. And they'll probably have a couple other receivers that are in the mix there, but they really need a running back, and I do not think Joe Mixon is going to be available early in the season. Would not be surprised if he started on the PUP. Would not be surprised if they announce that he requires season-ending surgery to fix a possible fracture, possible ankle issue, or a possible Liz Frank. This is really starting to become very concerning. So 100% avoid this backfield, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit of deep shots on Woody Marks and on Nick Chubb, but it could get ugly here, which only boosts C.J. Stroud along with Nico Collins, Higgins, and Noel, in my opinion. I will provide you more when we have more, but as of right now, it is not looking good for Joe Mixon in the month of August, and possibly early on in the season, if not later. He's roughly entering his age 30 season, so he's starting his decline if it hasn't started already. And now this is just only going to make it worse. I'll give you more when we know more. Thanks for tuning in.